Namaste and welcome to today's prenatal therapeutic yoga session. We're going to focus today on strengthening the pelvic floor. So you're going to begin in any comfortable seated cross-legged position. What you also need for this class is you need 2 bolsters. You also need 2 yoga blocks and a yoga blanket, which I'm already sitting on, so you can use a yoga blanket, or you can use a nice big towel or any kind of blanket that you may have around the house at home. So just finding a comfortable seat here, sitting with the legs crossed or extended. If you need the support of the wall, feel free to sit all the way back on the wall, extend across the legs as it is comfortable for you, and also remember to always keep some space for the baby. So just finding a tall seat. And just begin to allow your body to settle in. Just feeling the sit bones connecting to your blanket or to your mat. Also releasing your shoulders and keeping your chin parallel to the floor here. Just begin to bring your awareness to your breath. So just notice each breath as you inhale and exhale. You can also bring your hands to your tummy, just making that connection to your baby. Feeling free to just move the hands around. Notice any movement here. And begin your practice with a deep breath in. Exhale. Breathe in deeply. Slowly exhale. Nice deep breath. And exhale slowly. As you continue to take your deep breaths in and out here, just really feel the space being created as you inhale. So feeling some expansion in your body, allowing space to be created for baby. And exhale, just feeling a sense of relaxation. And just pause for a few more breaths. As usual, you can feel free to move your hands on your tummy, just really making that connection. And on your next exhale, you can gently begin to make your way to hands and knees. So we're coming on to hands and knees into our tabletop pose. You're also going to bring the blanket. You're going to place that under your knees just to give you some support. Generally for our tabletop, we usually keep the knees in alignment with the hips, but for mamas, just stepping the knees back a bit. And if the wrists are a little bit sore here, you can also come into a fist, or you can use your blocks under the palms. So always making sure that you feel comfortable here. Offering protection to the knees and the wrist here. And we're going to begin with some circular cat and cows. So take a deep inhale. And exhale as you begin your circular cat and cow movement. And here you can move at your own pace. You can also change direction. And if at any point you feel as though you don't need the blocks, you can just move them out of the way and continue to move. You may also want to keep the knees as wide as is comfortable for you, all depending on how big the baby is at this point. And then you can bring yourself back to center. And just hold it here for a deep breath. Exhale to your cat pose. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Nice deep breath to cow. Exhale. Inhale to cow. And exhale, return to your cat. Pause for a deep breath. Exhale, return to your tabletop pose. You're then going to reach for one of your blocks, place it between your thighs. So here we're focusing on strengthening the pelvic floor. So another round of cat and cow, this time with the block between the thighs, and you're really squeezing the block here. So squeezing the block, taking a deep breath, and exhaling to your cat pose. Deep breath to cow. And exhale, so keeping that block between the thighs, squeezing it tightly or as tightly as you can, and inhaling to your cow. Exhale. Another deep breath. Remember to squeeze and exhale. And one more nice deep breath. Exhale, return to your cat. Inhale to cow. On your exhale, you can shift back, take your block out, and from here we're going to come into a squat. Okay, so from here we're going to come into squatting over the blocks. You can also use a bolster here, and I'm going to use the wall for support. So you can step the legs wide, turn the toes outward, perhaps just leaning into the wall, slowly bend the knees, slide all the way down. Just need to readjust my blocks here and come into a squat. So just make your legs comfortable. Just coming into a variation of Malasana here. If you feel to, you can bring the back towards the wall, resting your palms on your knees. And you're just going to pause here for a couple of breaths. Always feel free to readjust. You can bring your heels in a little bit closer. You want to avoid any intense feelings of pulling on the muscles or ligaments in the pelvis. So if you feel super uncomfortable here, I recommend that you not do this pose. And you're just going to pause here for a couple of breaths. And as usual, feel free to connect to your baby. If you want to hold on to the tummy, just rub your belly a bit, or you can maybe bring your palms to your heart and take a deep breath in. Exhale slowly. Inhale deeply. And exhale. And just one more deep breath. Slowly exhale. So you're just gently going to make your way out of Malasana. Next posture is laying on your side. So just coming onto the left side of your body. Using a block to support the head. And if you find laying on your side maybe a little uncomfortable, you can always slide your blanket under the hips. Depending on how far along you are in your pregnancy. You may also want to use a blanket to support the baby. So you can always just leave the blanket here in front of you, allowing it to support your tummy. And you're going to just lay comfortably on your left side, bend the left knee, and extend your right leg. So just pausing here for a couple leg raises. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, you're pressing the heel down and you're raising the leg up. Just taking it to maybe around the height of the shoulder, maybe just a little over that. And hold it for a deep breath. Exhale, bring the leg back down. Inhale, raise the leg up. Exhale, bring the leg down. Nice deep breath, raise the leg. And exhale, bring the leg down. And just one more, breathe in. Exhale. And you can pause. You may feel a bit of burning in the leg. And just pause for a couple of breaths. On your exhale, you're going to gently just make your way up and then switch sides. So you can take your time. Again, using your blanket, whichever way is more useful for you at this point. So either placing it under your side, or you can probably use it for both. You can just use it here to give you a little support. Come all the way down, and if necessary, you can always fold it in a bit and allow your tummy to rest on top of it, just for some support. Good, and once you're comfortable, making sure that block is just above the air. Bend your right knee, extend your left leg, and take a deep breath here. Exhale, raise the leg up. So keeping those left leg muscles engaged, hold it for a deep inhale. And exhale, bring the leg down. Inhale, raise the leg up. Exhale. So squeeze the glutes, engage that leg, breathe in. Exhale. Deep breath. Exhale. And one more deep inhale as you raise the leg up. And exhale. And just pause, allow that leg to relax. Perhaps you can bend both knees, just making yourself a little more comfortable here. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. I would recommend for you to roll over to your left side. So you can roll all the way over. I'm just going to kind of scoop myself this way and then gently come up to a seat. So just a tip for prenatal moms coming up from laying down, try not to lay completely flat. And if you do lay on your side, if you're moving up from laying down, roll over to your left side and then you can come up to a seat. And our final pose for this short session is a restorative pose. And if you don't have bolsters and all this stuff at home, feel free to use pillows and cushions and anything that you can kind of find to recreate this. So you're also going to take into consideration how far along you are in your pregnancy and how much room you have here. And just sit with your legs nice and wide, sitting up tall on the sit bones. And just take a deep breath and reach the arms up. On your exhale, you can gently fold forward. You can perhaps bring the arms, just rest them on the bolster or on the floor. And turn your head to any side. And you can't really go around with the amount of cushions you use, so you can always pile up some more cushions, just making sure you feel really comfortable here. And generally for your prenatal practice, less is more, so you're definitely not trying to overstretch. As with pregnancy, sometimes you become a little more flexible than usual. You want to also take your movements a little bit slower and more cautiously. And you're just going to pause here and take a couple of deep breaths in and out. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. Breathe in deeply. And exhale. Another deep breath. As you exhale, you can gently make your way back up to your seat. Yoga is a great tool to help manage your mental health throughout pregnancy. So in terms of symptoms related to stress and anxiety, it's also great for postnatal recovery, and it can help to facilitate a much easier delivery. Thank you all for tuning in. I hope this helps. I hope you found it effective, and namaste.